Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today, as you can see, I have a very faded bit of rear plastic on this Mazda 3. So I've just cleaned this car and the plastics are really letting the overall car down because it is a really nice pearl white or metallic white, really nice looking car, but yeah, let down by the faded plastics. So I decided I'm just going to restore these up. And I have actually a couple of products here to choose from. The reason I grabbed all of them out is I actually plan on making a comparison, I have 4 total, another one from Lithium, which is their graphene trim cubes, but don't have that on me at the moment. So I'm going to be testing out Solution Finish, Bowden's own Mr. Black, which is in the black box. And then also what I usually use and have the most experience with is using Carpro DLUX. So I'm going to make a few videos with this product, and because I do need to actually re-ceramic coat my wheels on the black car there. So I'll make a video about that pretty soon. But for now, the other use I have for this is that you can use it on plastic. So this works really well restoring plastic trim, which I've done a few times now on multiple cars. And yeah, since hearing a lot about Solution Finish and Bowden's Mr. Black, I've decided to sort of pair them all up. I've got a piece of plastic outside that's very, very faded that I got from the wreckers, and I'm going to sort of do a comparison. But first I'd like to make separate videos on all the products. So I'm going to start off today with Carpro DLUX. So this trim, I made sure I thoroughly cleaned it, I've degreased it, I've wiped it down with some Carpro eraser. Done that twice. It is extremely clean and ready to go. I just masked it off so I don't get any coating onto the paint, and I'll just put a line down the middle because I would like to do a 50-50, show you guys exactly how it does. So I'm going to start off, I guess, on this side here. So yeah, with that said, let's just open up the kit. So this is around $50, $52 or something like that. You can get this from Waxit, a few other places. I buy it from Waxit. I'll put a link in the description, but you get a couple of the really cool, can't think of the word, but yeah, the crazy Carpro stickers that you put on the inside of your windscreen. You get your applicator block. You get a bunch of suede applicators that you obviously put one of these over the block. Some instructions down in there, and then also, lastly and most importantly, you get your bottle of Deluxe. So as you can see, we got 30 mils, yeah, 30 mil bottle. This is enough to do, I'm going to say, 8 wheels and a couple of plastic trims like this. I usually buy a bottle and always just keep it around and just use it as needed. Keep the lid on, keep it in a cool place, and it seems to last for a fair while. So yeah, I'll go through these a fair bit. This is probably like the 5th bottle of this I've bought, but really easy to use, especially on plastic. So textured plastic like this, you actually just wipe it on and you do not need to wipe it down. I feel weird about doing that. I normally just give it a little wipe down, but I'm going to actually leave it this time. I'm going to go with as directed. So yeah, that said, open this up. Already cleaned this like I said, but if you want to use this, just get some eraser or any other sort of prep spray, isopropyl alcohol mix up your own if you'd like, but either way, clean very thoroughly first. That's a big part of making products like this last, is prep work. So I've already done that off camera, like I said. I'm going to open this up, put some gloves on, get one of the suede cloths onto the applicator block, and go ahead and get this nice and restored and protected. So let's get right into it. Right guys, so we are good to go. I have my applicator on the block, so you just sort of tuck it down in so it can hold in place. You don't have to really hold it. So yeah, that's staying on there. I'll just use a little, it's actually my go-to. This is always in the garage for this particular reason. Little mini super cheap auto Club Plus thing that literally lives in the garage for that purpose. We've got our bottle, so first thing we want to do is give it a very, very thorough shake up. So yeah, we should be good to go. Now I'll just put my camera down. So what we're going to do is we want to open it up. We just want to get a nice line open this up. Just want to drop, get a line going like that. That is more than enough. So it'll come out in little drops, just create a nice little line of it. So hopefully you can see that. You don't need a whole lot. And if we come over here, straight away you can see it going on and going nice and black. So we'll try and get it everywhere. So up the top here. And obviously sometimes there's going to be points where you sort of using it on the block is going to be harder. So like getting up into these corners. It's going to be a bit harder. So what we'll do is we'll take the microfiber, like take the suede applicator off the block once we've got everywhere. But for now, we'll just keep going along. So we've got this section here, which is like got these stripes in it that are worn. So that is going to be a great area to restore. So what I might do now is, after I'm happy with everywhere that is easy to access with it on this block, I'll pull the suede off and just get into some of the tighter areas. But really easy to use. I could probably put a little bit more. So another few drops aren't going to hurt. So open this back up. There you go, got a heap more on there now. Always put the lid back on as well every time you open it, just to make sure you don't get any air. So we're going to come in down underneath here. Try and just get even coverage. So sorry if I'm sort of all over the place with the camera, trying to basically focus on getting good coverage and even coverage. But I think that is about it done. It's a couple of minutes, and yeah, look at that difference. So the good thing is, I know if you just like spray water on plastic like this, it'll look better, but then it'll dry. This is actually how it's going to stay. So we don't need to wipe it down or anything. What we can do, peel that tape back and just look at that 50-50. So that's how easy it is to restore your plastics with Carpro DLUX. This is now going to be UV protected. It will stay black for, from my experience, 2 years probably, I'd say, longer. But I'm going to reapply it on my car pretty soon over here. It's been 2 years and I can see that there's points where I probably could redo it. But I did actually wipe it down. This one I'm going to leave. I'm not going to wipe it down at all. I'm just going to leave it. It should be fine. So yeah, there we go. That's half done. Obviously I need to do the other half now, but looks amazing, and that's exactly how it will stay. That's not going to dry and change color, go lighter. So yeah, really happy with that. So I'm going to put the camera down, do the other half of the car, show you guys the finished result, peel the tape back, and yeah, we'll be done. So great product, highly recommend it. So let's finish off and show you guys the end result. All right guys, there you go, finished. Also did the rear wiper as well, even though I didn't really prep it properly, but just before I threw the applicator away that I was using, yeah, just thought I'd quickly do that. Probably won't last because I didn't prep it, but down here I did prep, and as you can see, looks amazing. It's almost hard to remember how bad it looked, because now if I was to compare the diffuser on my car, which before looked basically perfect compared, oh, I probably can't see it, but I mean, this now looks like it really needs another treatment, and this looks perfect. So it was the other way around before. This one looked really bad and now it looks great. So basically now this just needs to stay dry for 24 hours. Looks like it should be fine because I'm not going to get any rain tonight, so I'm just going to leave this outside the garage. Should be okay. And yeah, we are completely done, protected, super easy to use. So I just need to put the number plate back on, which I might just do tomorrow once this is cured properly. And yeah, that's how easy it can be to restore the trim on your car. And before I wrap the video up, I thought I'd grab the other product out that I was talking about. So this is what we're going to have a little 4-way test on. So it'll be a very long-term test. I'll probably update it once every month or so, just every now and then. But yeah, I've got a bit of trim outside. It's like a windscreen cowl, I guess you call it. I got from the wreckers, extremely faded. These are the 4 products that I'm going to be putting onto it and just sort of comparing it, washing it every now and then. And it basically, the Bowden's gives a good example. It doesn't look quite that bad, but it's very faded like the before. As you can see, the after, which also is how this looks. So I'd say all of these 4 products, which is the Bowden's own Mr. Black, Carpro DLUX that we just used, the Solution Finish, and this is the last one, which is the lithium graphene infused trim restoration cubes. I dare say they're all going to make the trim look perfect and black at the start. What I want to see is how long do they last, which one lasts the longest. So it's probably going to be a test that's going to go on for years. So if I still have the channel going in 2 years, by the time one of these starts to fail, then I guess that's when we'll find out. But it's sort of a helpful thing to have. We can see what they're all like to apply. That's why I want to do separate videos on each product. So that's why I thought I'd do this first video with Carpro DLUX, something that I have a bit of experience with. And yeah, super easy to use, great user experience, good, easy, cheap to buy, easy to use. So yeah, it gets a good vote for me. Now we can do the same with the Mr. Black from Bowden's, the Solution Finish and the lithium. See which one is, you know, from the installation video, the review video, which one you think you'd like. And then also after that, there'll be a video where I test them all out against each other, and you can see which one lasts the best. Maybe one that you thought, like we used the Carpro DLUX today, maybe I used that, you thought, yeah, that's great, I'm gonna get some of that. And then you only get 6 months out of it. And then you can sort of compare, and maybe next time you get the Bowden's one, or vice versa. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. That's going to be one of the upcoming series for the channel. But for now, this is it for today. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. If you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up down below. If you haven't already subscribed, definitely go down and click the subscribe button. Plenty more content like this to come. And yeah, leave me a comment down below, let me know what you think. But with all that said, that's gonna be it for today. So until next time, I will catch you guys later.